Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I just got to Guntersville finally after spending a couple days at the Dugout Bait and Tackle after my back-to-back Florida tournament run. So I wanted to do a kind of a different style video, a little bit more of a vlog, and just kind of give you guys an inside look at what being a full-time angler on the road looks like and how it kind of works, and the chaoses and the messes and the beauty and everything else in between. So I got to this Airbnb here on the lake first. I've got about 6 or 7 other anglers staying with me at this one, which usually we have about 10. So it gets kind of crowded and we're all fighting over outlets for charging all of our batteries. But we have a really, really good group that we travel with. They're freaking amazing. I love those guys. So anyway, for me, I've got a bit of a unique situation because I quite literally right now am operating on the road. I don't have a home base down in the southeast just yet. I'm in the process of building one, but that's been an absolute nightmare, running into some very dishonest and absolute criminal contractors. But that's a story, very sad story for a different day. Anyway, moving on from that, focusing on positive things. So what I do between these tournaments, my truck is so fully loaded down that when I get to the Airbnb, I literally have to take everything out so that my stuff isn't sitting in my truck at boat ramps. So right now I've got about half of it out. I still have a bunch of my rods, a bunch more back here. Got a box from the dugout that I'm gonna open with you guys of Guntersville specific baits. Got a Plano box full of stuff. I've got my 2 boxes of line. I've got about 450 hats. Got another box of baits over here, my rain gear, and just 1,000 pair of sunglasses, just all kinds of crazy things. So my whole process when I get to the Airbnb is to take everything out and try to bring some order back into my life. Some of you have asked about my trailer and a little close-up look on it. Here it is. It's got the 2 bunks, built-in ratchet straps. This thing's a lifesaver. It's a lockbox. I keep some stuff in when I'm traveling as well. So check out the digs on this. This is a nice place. Really, really cool lake house. Like I said, I've already got a bunch of my stuff in the house. I've already cleaned the first 2 sets of outlets. These are only half of my batteries. And there is Lake Guntersville and all of her glory. You guys, we're gonna have such a good bite. I know it. I really, really love this kitchen. I love these wood shelves, these wooden shelves, and the white kind of shiplap in the back. That's beautiful. Getting ideas for my future place. Yeah, but all in all, what a cool Airbnb. It's gonna look a lot more crazy once my whole crew rolls in. But for right now, it's peaceful. I get at least a few hours to get things unloaded and get things looking better. So I'll probably take tonight, today's Monday, I'll probably take that just to get all of my gear together, get new line on reels. I got some new reels. Finally, I was needing some good, like heavy duty flipping reels. Got a couple of those new Revos from Pure Fishing, Abu Garcia. I'm stoked about those. Those should be in my dugout box. But I'll take tonight and get things ready so that I can have a really good, full week of practice. I'm gonna run to the grocery store in a little bit and get a bunch of groceries. I like to make my own lunches throughout the week, so I'm trying to do better about eating while I'm on the water, because I've been terrible about that in the past. That if I can give any of you young anglers, or any of you anglers in general, one of the biggest tips is to bring plenty of water out on the water with you, and bring food. Healthy food, not food loaded with sugar, not gas station snacks. I've been there, it never pays off. Look out here. We've got a badminton course. We are gonna have a really good time with that. Our group of friends is super competitive. We are like grown children sometimes and love playing games. That is awesome. Big bonus for the Airbnb. And that's one of the most important things that I've learned being on the road this long, traveling to fish full time, is that it is so important to remember to have a good time, goof around, don't take anything too seriously, play badminton with your friends. Or frisbee. We like frisbee too. Okay, let's check out this box that Dugout sent. The best thing about Dugout, and I know a lot of you guys know this because you've called the shop and talked to Jamie, that guy has fished all over the country. And if you tell him you got a tournament somewhere, he can make some really good suggestions on baits that they stock. They carry literally everything. everything, all the high-end tackle, all this kind of secret local stuff that a lot of tackle shops don't carry. So we're gonna see what we got in this box. And keep in mind, you guys, this is early March on Guntersville. I think it's gonna be on fire. Okay, so right off the bat, what I'm seeing are lots of red crawfish imitations. Down in the south in the spring, red is the deal. Like it just really is. In Guntersville specifically, a lot of times early on, there's a major bridge thing going on, fishing the riprap. I really like the Fritside 5. That's one of my favorite colors in that from Berkley. Going down the riprap, perfect for this time of year. Red spring craw, I'll list these in the bio as well. Got an HD brown craw too. Ordered a Plano waterproof box that I'm gonna tie to my kayak to put my cell phone, my identifier, and other important things in. I've been wanting one of these for a while, finally broke down and got one. So this one I'm kind of excited about. Y'all have heard about the slobberknocker from Berkley, but I really like this coleslaw color. It's kind of unique. It's got a bright orange blade and then it has chartreuse white and orange skirt. I don't know, I think it looks really good. So I went ahead and ordered a couple spinner baits in that color too, different blade variations for Guntersville. Gotta have some fluke style baits on Guntersville, especially if it gets a little tough. This is a killer. This time of year, I actually like to belly weight these. It has a really unique fall when it does that, so we're gonna play around with that. That's the Maxent one from Berkley. All right, here's an up close and personal look at everything we got here. So kind of variety of things, all kind of specific to Guntersville though, but obviously this can be applicable anywhere. Those craws. This is one of my favorite baits from them. There's certain areas in Guntersville that are super clear, although I was driving over the lake and it looked like it had some tinge to it, but I love rigging the deal just on a 2 or 3 EWG. I'll either fish it weightless or put a light Texas rig on it. That is a killer little bait. It has a great action on it. Got some creature hogs. So obviously I think there's gonna be kind of a crankbait deal. A lot of spring colors here, got some shad colors too. This is one of the ones that Jamie threw in. This is the Warpig Junior. I've never thrown that, so I'm actually kind of anxious to, I don't know, it's tiny. But he threw it in there for a reason, so we might throw that around too. He also threw in some tubes. Fishing a tube early is kind of one of those sleeper deals, so I'm glad he threw those in. This I'm pretty excited about. I really like these swim jigs, specifically because it is super hard to find a swim jig in a 1/4 ounce with a large hook on it. That's a beefy, large 4/0 hook. That's kind of the lot. And then of course, just some bright spinner baits. I know some areas that get a little bit muddy where I like kind of messing around with some bigger blade combinations and darker colors. Got a couple finessey ones as well. Okay, so I finally got my hands on a couple of these new Revos too. The older ones didn't fit my palm, like they weren't as ergonomically friendly for me, but they redesigned the whole frame. Super excited about that. They come in several different models. These things have 25 pounds of drag. This is gonna be my new workhorse reel. We're gonna be flipping, fishing a jig, chatterbait. This is the new Rocket. This is a 7/6-1 retrieve. So super high speed spinning reel from Abu Garcia. Thinking about fishing a fluke and a wacky rig on this, especially on Guntersville when you get those big fish up and under the docks. I want to get them up and out of there as quickly as possible. So throwing a wacky rig and a fluke around docks, this might really come in handy. All right, so just got back from the grocery store. Got some baby bella mushrooms, peppers, onions, broccoli. I got a giant thing of ground turkey I'm browning right now. We're gonna mix that all together with cauliflower rice and then add in some carrots and some cilantro for texture and maybe a little bit of spinach, also some avocado. That's kind of what I do for my lunches on the water. Got some lemons, apples, and sweet potatoes too. I put lemon in my water every day. I take these 2 big Yeti water bottles out on the water with me. I always buy purified water by the gallon. I buy like 5 or 6 of these at a time to kind of last me throughout the week and try to drink 1 of those a day. Big old mess of rods, baits, and some reels we're gonna start playing with. So I'm gonna take the rest of the evening and just get my stuff ready to go. There are 235 anglers in this first Bassmaster tournament on Guntersville. Y'all, that's a full field. Luckily, Guntersville is one of these lakes where I really believe this lake is so healthy that you can fish out of any ramp and win the tournament if you figure them out. I'm curious to see if live scope plays. I'm sure it's going to for a lot of people. But I start practice tomorrow. I just wanted to walk you guys through, give a little bit more of an in-depth look at what kind of my life on the road between tournaments, going to tournaments looks like. And the first few years traveling, I didn't really do this. Take a full day when I got there to just reset, cook for the week, get all my things organized, put new line on, do the rest, relax. I wasn't ever able to relax. It's a lot of work for those of you that, you know, think you want to be a full-time angler. I think taking a day when you get to your event is just to get situated, make healthy meals, make sure you got plenty of water, make sure your gear's good to go. I really think that does so much for our mental and physical state so we're sharp when it comes to the tournament. And I don't mind burning a day of practice to do that. It used to be I never wanted to burn a day of practice. I had to be out there, but I really don't feel like you need that many days on the water. 3 is kind of the magic number for me. I'd rather take the time on the front end and get my stuff ready to go into a successful week. Man, I've grown so much. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go in and start the process of putting new line on, getting my stuff rigged up. We start practice tomorrow. Thank you guys for following along. Hopefully we have a huge finish here. I love the Tennessee River. I've got good track record here, but I'm gonna go in with a blank slate and go try to see what we can do. Appreciate y'all. Stay tuned for the tournament results and recap as always. Y'all take care.